Hello.
Hello.
I'm Kimberly.
I'm Michael.
Welcome to Real Takes.
And Movie Breaks.
And today we are watching the trailer to
Terrifier
3. I've never seen either Terrifier movie on purpose because I heard people were getting sick in the theater, vomiting. I heard it was just too much for most people to handle, and I typically don't like horror movies. So the only reason I'm watching this trailer is because one of our subscribers requested we react to it. So this is just proving that I pay attention to what you request as a subscriber. And I figured even if this is like very terrifying, at least it's just 2 minutes and 32 seconds of terror and not a full movie. So I'm sure he's really excited to see it. I am not.
Yeah. Well, we already watched the teaser, so now you can watch the trailer. Are you ready?
Let me take a deep breath. It's just a movie. It's just a movie. It's just a movie. It's just a movie. Okay, I'm ready.
You survived the most famous serial killer since Jack the Ripper. The 5-year anniversary's coming up.
5-year anniversary.
A lot of people would really like to hear from you after all this time.
I know I would.
What it's like to be in the presence of that kind of evil. What goes
Oh,
through
a
your
steamy
brain when
shower
it's close
scene.
enough to you, and you feel his breath.
Oh gosh. And he's wearing his Santa suit. Ugh. Scream box.
That's like nothing.
It's like a college.
Oh.
Oh,
Be sure it was really him.
just looks ridiculous.
Who's this Santa? He's scaring my kids.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that looks nothing like Santa. No one would believe that's Santa.
I would. What's he giving out body parts?
Axe
Giving
for a
out-
Christmas
Is he giving out body parts?
this October.
Why would he come back here? Even if he was alive, which he isn't. Wouldn't you want to get as far away from here as possible, as far away from you?
We both know this isn't over.
Oh,
Oh, I hope we get to see him chop people up with a chainsaw.
wow.
Still buried there, isn't it?
Might be the only thing that could stop them.
Promises to be the scariest movie. Art as practically was too fast. Couldn't read it.
Don't worry about it. You don't have to read that stuff.
Again.
Just enjoy
Oh.
the trailer.
Damien
The
Leones.
best Christmas ever, filled with fun, smiles, and laughter.
Christmas comes early this year. Exclusively in theaters in October. All right. Well, I'm definitely not going to see that movie unless somebody wants to pay me $1,000 to see it. I think the fact that it's taking place during Christmas makes it even more terrifying because Christmas is supposed to be this holy holiday with family and gift giving. So the fact that he's coming back at Christmas dressed up as Santa is like really, really creepy.
And he's giving us a great gift because we get another Terrifier movie for Christmas.
Yeah, what a great Christmas gift.
So you don't really know the concept of this series, do you?
I know that it's meant to sort of outdo every horror film. So it's basically saying
But in what way? Do you know how?
with like the craziest kills possible.
So the kills are the goriest possible. Like so if you can imagine really, really gory stuff. Mm-hmm. Terrifier's that times 10. So like if you know how usually in a movie if someone gets axed or gets chainsawed or whatever, it's where they do that thing where like the chainsaw's about to go into the person and then it cuts away to something else real fast. Well, in this movie, we see the chainsaw go into the neck and then like cut all the way down through the
Yeah.
stomach,
Yeah.
and then come out like cutting the person in half, and we see it all.
Yeah.
We
I
see
don't-
the body.
I don't need that
We see
in
the
my
body
mind.
split in half, and we see like the head get. We see the scalp come off, and the eyeballs pop out.
Yeah.
We see the brains.
Why would you want to watch that?
Well, the way I look at it is that this series is basically breaking all the rules.
Yeah.
So like these movies are bad to the bone,
Breaking all
past
the
the
rules.
bone, breaking
Yeah.
the bone into these movies are out of control.
Yeah.
But the fact that they exist, I appreciate, because I'm like, well, that's
At least they're taking risks and going boldly where other films haven't gone before.
well, it's its own thing. So I'm sure that there will be a million copycats,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll come up with other ways. But here's my thing: movies are a way to express that kind of stuff, but not in real life. They're a way to kind of like, okay, well, here we are. This is not real.
Yeah.
So there's a safety in it.
Yeah. But I
Now-
still don't want those images in my mind. I don't want to subject myself to those images.
That's fine. You don't have to. I'm saying like that's for some people. There are people that love horror movies.
Yeah.
Didn't someone explain to you recently?
Yes, and I do understand
Like-
the psychology of how horror films can help you process trauma and process your fears in a safe way. So there are some benefits to watching horror, but
also to like it's comedic. These
yes,
movies are
if
comedic.
you can look at it and separate yourself and kind of laugh at it, great. You know, comedy's great.
So
So
I applaud Damien Leone and what he's doing. I used to watch Lucio Fulci and George Romero, The Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, City of the Living, like the Dead, all of the Gallo stuff from Dario Argento and all of that. So that's kind of what this is in the spirit of.
yeah,
Those were Italian horror films that were heavy on gore, but the gore, if you go back and watch it now, it's just red paint, and it's obvious that it's red paint.
yeah,
Right? Because they didn't have the ability to shoot a sequence like they do now.
yeah.
And that's what this is kind of hearkening back to, is that type of filmmaking.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate it in that regard, and I think
Yeah.
that it's. I don't get deeply affected by movies.
Mm-hmm.
When I
do.
watch a movie, I'm like, oh, that's how do they shoot that? How do
Yeah.
they do this? I know it's not real.
I know it's not real, but still, if it's made well, when you're watching it, your nervous system responds almost like it is real.
Yeah.
And I'm very empathic, so like I really don't enjoy watching people suffer. So kind of the way you feel about horror films, the way you appreciate horror films is sort of like the way I appreciate musicals. It's like an acquired taste, you
Yeah.
know? So everyone has different tastes, and art is subjective, and I respect.
Here's one thing I'll say.
Yeah.
Midsommar
Mm-hmm.
is far, far more upsetting and disturbing than Terrifier.
Really? Because I saw Midsommar, but I would not want to watch it again.
Midsommar is deeper, much harsher sort of concepts and ideas that are like, it's not just about the gore.
Yeah, this is literally about the gore and
yeah.
how they film the gore.
Or The Lighthouse. Or
Okay.
or
Well, I saw The Lighthouse. I could stomach it.
yeah, but see, that to me, when I watch that, I'm like, oh, this is awful. This is hell.
Yeah.
Terrifier is that way too, but it's
so far
it's
absurd
because
that it's...
I grew up watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which your friend Bill Mosley is in. I grew up on that stuff and being just outrageously entertained by it.
See, I avoided a lot of that stuff. But as I've gotten older, I've tried to have more of an open mind. I watched Midsommar. I understand the artistic value, but I still don't enjoy the movie. Lighthouse was crazy. I didn't get scared. I was just like, this is a descent into madness.
I'm saying it's more upsetting to me to watch something like that. But then the point I make, like a movie like Saw, for example, when he starts to cut his leg off, we see the saw start to cut, and then the camera cuts away, and then we cut to his reaction or whatever. That's a lot more effective, in my opinion.
than seeing
the
blood.
all of the gore on camera, which is what these movies are.
Yeah.
Because
your imagination,
you start to think about having to cut your own leg off, and because you're thinking that, you're like, oh God, just let's get off of this, right?
Yeah.
But if you're seeing someone's leg just get cut off and you're seeing them go then you start laughing. Because because that's what Art the Clown, the villain of this movie is. There's a reason he's a clown.
Yeah, and I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, there are parts of this trailer that make me laugh.
It makes you laugh.
Yeah.
It absolutely. So, he's like, and you're like, oh my God, this is insane.
So I do, I'm still not convinced to see it, but I do understand what you're saying.
But there are people throwing up in the theater. That's true.
So
that's absolutely true.
If you want to pay me $1,000, I'll see the movie. Otherwise, comment below if you want to watch him review it, or if you want to pay me money.
I'll do a lone. Actually, I should just do a lone reaction to the Terrifier films. Like I could do,
and I can do the musicals.
Yeah, I'll do a lone. Like she won't be a part of it, but I'll do a lone watch along.
So comment below if you want to see him review this film. Comment below what your thoughts are, if you're excited about it or if you're trying to avoid it. I'd love to hear your opinion. Art is subjective, so let us know your thoughts. And thanks for watching. Stay real.
Have good tags.